Hi, I'm Noah Michelson with the JSC External Relations Office. We've been receiving a ton of good questions from employees as we continue to navigate the COVID-19 pandemic, and we're doing our best to share the answers to those questions as broadly as possible. Today, we're joined by HR Director Ann Roemer to learn more about managing leave as we approach the end of the year and how HR is here for employees during the telework posture. And if you missed our last discussion about IT with IRD Director Annette Moore, click the link below. Let's jump right in. Hi, Ann. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks. I'm glad to be here, Noah. Thank you.
So first off, we've been receiving quite a few questions about HR through Conference.io and from employees directly to Roundup today. Could you talk just a little bit about the different ways HR has been adapting to work with employees while working from home?
We certainly are doing what we can to try and help employees adjust and adapt both to teleworking and the pandemic situation as a whole. Right, we spend a lot of time making sure our human resources business partners are equipped to advise both leaders and employees about various leave flexibilities, teleworking resources, flexible schedules, etc. So we've been hosting supervisory training sessions every other Friday throughout the duration of the pandemic, again, trying to equip supervisors with the tools that they need to manage in this uncertain time period. So we've taken a lot of steps to just try and be there and be present and be available to answer a wide range of questions that employees and supervisors have had during this period.
Well, and I know one area that's been particularly impactful for employees has been being able to use XLV to attend to family matters. And I did read that got extended to March. Could you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. With the passage of the CARES Act, the federal government was given the flexibility to offer employees up to 20 hours of basically leave per pay period for them to help take care of basically work-life family issues that may have arisen from the pandemic, whether that was kids that weren't able to go to daycare or school getting canceled, or now certainly a lot of school districts continuing to deal with online learning situations. And so originally that was slated to expire, and ultimately it has now been extended that civil servant employees can still have that flexibility through March now, to continue to use that 20 hours of leave to, again, just to help them balance whatever it is that they may be dealing with. It's a little bit different during the pandemic.
Well, and I know there's also been some exciting news for expecting parents with the parental leave. Can you talk about that side of leave as well?
Yeah, it is exciting. If I were a little younger, it might make me want to have another kid, but alas, no, thank you. For the first time ever, the federal government has approved and established a program for paid parental leave, which had not previously been existent. Employees prior to October 1st have had to figure out a way to use a combination of annual leave and or sick leave to take time off, or they could take unpaid leave surrounding the birth of a baby or the adoption of a child. This new paid parental leave offers up 12 weeks of paid leave without dipping into an employee's sick leave or annual leave. And it offers it for both moms and dads, which is also exciting.
That is so cool. And then I guess we'll go for the leave trifecta. I know employees have been asking, not me, people have been asking whether there's going to be extra leave that can roll over next year with kind of the challenges of taking a vacation during the current state. Do you have any news on that front?
Yeah, there's not a lot of news. OPM has taken a few steps to make it easier to roll over leave for those that have been deemed kind of what we call mission essential or mission critical during the pandemic. So for those people that have had to continue working on site. They have not made a blanket decision to allow federal employees to roll over annual leave across the board. So those of us that are teleworking, we're still, people have probably gotten a plethora of messages from HR reminding people to continue to take annual leave. And I recognize that it's maybe not the best time to take leave because you can't take that exciting trip that you may have wanted to take. But we do encourage employees to still take leave. There is no blanket declaration right now from OPM that is going to allow us to restore unused use or lose leave at the end of the year as of now. We continue to have conversations with OPM about that, but thus far there's not been a lot of movement on that.
Okay, well, I will start planning my staycation.
I know.
I hope we all do.
Yeah, I anticipate at this point we could have a lot of people out during the month of December if using use or lose leave that they may have hung on to more than normal this year. So we'll see.
Well, thank you so much, Anne, for those helpful answers and for your time. Is there a place that employees can check out for to reach out to HR if they have additional questions that we may not have covered?
Yeah, right. We have tried to obviously make sure all relevant and pertinent information is available on websites. It's obviously not all the same website. We have the pandemic incident response website, et cetera. But there's a chart that I think you'll help me pull up and make sure is posted, directing employees where to get more information. And just as a reminder, right, the human resources business partners are always a great first step. If you don't know where to go, that's a great call to make. And if they're not the person that can help you answer those questions, they can certainly point you in the right direction.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Anne, and stay safe.
Thanks. Thanks, Noah. Good to see you.